y'all. Welcome to Late Night with Bridget and Holly. I'm your host, Bridget.
And I'm your host, Holly.
And y'all, tonight we're going to do the Test Your Morality. We know you guys love this, and we try to come up with some really good questions for each other that really make it hard. But before we get into that, y'all make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell here on the YouTube. And if you're on listening to a podcast channel and we're not on that channel and you want us there, email us at bridgetandholly@gmail.com and just let me know. And I will make sure that we get on there. But to start off with, Holly, how's your day been?
Busy. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. I was doing promotionals. Then I had to go grocery shopping. And when I texted you, I hadn't been home at like 10, 15 minutes. And I was like, let me text her a message her about the podcast.
Too
I
much
don't
for
know if
one
my
day.
Wi-Fi is showing or not. It's showing I'm not on Wi-Fi.
It shows you're 35% uploaded.
Okay,
So
I'm
you
going to
might be
swap and
okay.
hit the Wi-Fi button and see if it's not on.
That booted it up just a little bit. Hold on, y'all. We paused
Yeah.
for some technical
A little bit
difficulties.
technical difficulties. It's still not showing. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it kicked in on my phone. It was
Okay.
not showing on my phone for some reason. So maybe it'll
Okay.
bump me back up because it shows 44% now.
It does. It's okay. We'll get through it. If we have
Okay.
to sit here and wait for it to play. Okay, guys. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and start out, Holly, with the first question. Y'all, we've
Okay.
got 5 questions for each other. And we do, some of these kind of ring familiar to some past scenarios we put up, but you got to understand there's only so much fucking moral shit you can come up with. You know what I mean?
Mine are good. I'm telling you, I did. I am so proud of mine that I come
Well,
up
let's
with.
hope
They
you got
should
them
be
right because
good.
you get to test your morality and would you rather mixed up. So if you give me a choice of would you rather.
No, it's a what would you do, maybe, but yeah, I think I got it this time. If not,
Okay,
oh
okay.
well.
Okay, ready? You
Yeah.
and your entire family were kidnapped and being held hostage at a compound. You manage to get you and your family free and sneak into the bed of a truck that was covered. As you're leaving the compound, you approach the gates where the guards are, and someone else who escaped's baby begins to cry. If you do not silence the baby with any means possible, you are all going to get caught and your family could die. What do you do?
Yeah, we have had this one, except for I think it was in a basement. Okay. Um, well, I mean, I would try and silence the baby so we could all survive and the child.
So if you put your hand over its mouth and it suffocated and died, you're cool with that.
He can breathe out its nose. I'm not covering his nose. I'm doing its
No, I'm
mouth.
saying I'm saying that baby's going crazy, and you're gonna have to keep it quiet for a good long time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand over its nose and just like lift up or mouth and just lift up a little bit, put it
But
down.
even
Lift up.
a peep, y'all are all dead.
And what was the other option? Just let the baby cry and we all die.
Let the baby cry and y'all die, or suffocate the baby till it could die.
Well, I wouldn't suffocate it, so if I can't just put my hand over the mouth, then no, we all gonna die. Cause I
See,
ain't
I'm a
suffocating no
little
baby.
different. I'm a little different. My family in my mind comes first. And if your baby is going to get all of us killed, there's like 10 or 15 escaped people in there over your baby crying, your baby going to have to go.
I know my family comes first too, but I could not kill a child. I couldn't
I
do
don't
it.
think I could either. And like I said, I talk a big game when it come time. I'd be like, oh,
You
God,
wouldn't.
please
I know
get
you
that
would.
baby
You wouldn't.
quiet.
You so would not. You so would not.
Oh, darn.
Okay. Here's my next one. Or here's mine. All right. Your car stalled on the train tracks and the train is coming straight for you. Mr. Ronnie, Sissy, and Ruger are all with you. You only have time to save yourself and one other. And no,
Oh,
you can't open up the car door and let Ruger out and grab Mr. Ronnie or Sissy. You can save yourself and one other. Who do you save?
me and Sissy.
Really?
Hmm.
Oh, bye, Ruru. Bye, Mr. Ronnie. We love you.
Yeah, because she has her whole life ahead of her. She's not had kids. She's got a wedding coming up. Mr. Ronnie's lived his life. He has health issues anyway. So I
Oh,
wouldn't I wouldn't save him for her. And Ruru, as much as I want to say Ruger, I know he's 9 and he might have, 5 years left. You know what I'm saying? So you got to
what if
think
Ruger
about
was a puppy?
it might be a different story than I'm just kidding.
Oh
I would
my
still I
gosh.
would still save my daughter. But I'm going to tell you something. That makes my heart hurt, and it makes my heart hurt more for letting Ruger go than Mr. Ronnie.
What? Oh my god. Thank
Mhm.
God they don't watch our podcast. I think they might need some therapy. God.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Uh,
Okay. Okay, let me turn that question around on you. It's you and JoJo and Gracie
Gracie.
and Jason. Who are you
Gracie.
saving?
Nah, I'd
Gracie,
save JoJo.
JoJo.
Because she's the youngest, Me and him are
Yeah.
older, and, which Gracie will be saved anyway, because when I get out, she sits in my lap in the car. So that ain't even a question. She won't go in the back seat. She has
Oh
to be
no, hell
sitting
no. We can't save
in my
Gracie if I
lap.
couldn't save Ruru because Ruru would jump
Yeah,
out
but
too.
Rumor don't sit in your lap. Like, she's right there sitting on me.
Shit, whatever. He's so
But
dumb.
now, it might well be a different story if Jason took the trash out. So,
Oh yeah. We
yeah.
can't save Jason. He don't do the trash.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, ready?
Yes. Hi, May.
Might have had one similar to this. You find out Jason has had an affair for the past 3 years. He is so intertwined with this other woman that you find out she even had a pregnancy and miscarried that caused them to have a bigger bonding experience.
Mm.
So one day you're driving along. You know about her. She doesn't know about you. Okay. So you're
Uh-huh.
driving along and you see a really bad wreck and you approach it and you realize it's her. If you call, she is saved. If you don't, she could die, but she don't look like she's too like dying right away. Do you just drive off and let her suffer and hope somebody else finds her, or do you help save her?
I don't stop. And then after a few minutes, I call 911.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, because even though I would hate to do that, and just like let it be and her just sit there and die or whatever, I won't want that on my conscience, because it's not just her fault, it's his fault too.
Yeah, more
So why
so.
punish her? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, more
because he
so.
can stop it. She's
Yeah.
just a whore.
Well, because one of the key things I said in there is she doesn't know about you. She doesn't know he was married.
Oh, she does. Oh, yeah. I would definitely, get
Yeah,
her help. I wouldn't stop, because I've never done that when I've seen that happen. But to call 911, yeah, I'd call them and tell them, hey, there's a bad wreck, and this is what I saw.
gotcha,
What about
gotcha.
you?
Uh, if she didn't know about me, then yeah, I would save her.
You would
You know,
say, would you
if
stop, or would you just call like I would?
well, no, the only way you're gonna find out you knew her, you knew who it was, is you stopped and walked up to the car and realized it was her. So if I was already stopped and walked up to the car, I think I would have
Oh, you
immediately been
didn't
like,
say that.
"Yeah, I did." I said, "You
You just said
stopped."
I rode by and I realized it was her.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, now if I had stopped and saw it was her, I would have called 911 right away.
Me
But
too.
if I
Yeah.
was riding by and saw it was her,
Especially when, if like Ronnie told me, well, she didn't even know I was married. She didn't
yeah,
think you know what I'm saying? Then I'd have been like, ugh, you know.
exactly.
But I think I would have told her at that point, bitch, listen, after I save your life, we got to talk. Because
Yep,
this motherfucker's married. Leave him alone.
yep.
You
You've
know?
been fucking my
Then,
husband if
and
you
then I
didn't
would
know
tell
about
her, if you don't, because if you don't, the next fucking accident I drive by, I ain't going to call it if
it. You on your own there, Bubba. You on
yeah.
your own. Number 2 for me. A crazy man is holding you at gunpoint. He puts in your hand a syringe with a deadly lethal injection that will instantly kill someone. You're face to face with your 2 sons. You have 2 options. You either inject one of your sons, or he shoots them both in the head. What do you do? Save one child or lose them both? I brought my A game, B.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't choose.
So you'd let him shoot both of them?
I guess I'd have to.
Really? You
I
wouldn't
can't.
save at least?
I couldn't do it. Now, my oldest Brandon would tell me to take him. He'd say take me because he's like the daddy of my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
not like he's not really the dad. Hold
Yeah.
on just a damn minute.
I know
But
you
I'm
have
saying
people up
like
in the
he's
comments. Oh, your son is your other son's dad.
yeah, like he's like a father figure. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he's always looked after my kids. And when I went through my divorce, and I put a lot of responsibility on him on like watch your brother and sister, take care of them. So
Right.
he's the type that, and he's real selfless. But both of them would say, no, they see that's would be my problem because both my boys be sitting there saying, Mom, just take me. And then he'd be like, No, don't listen to him, just take me. He'd be like, No, don't listen to him, take me. And I'd be like, and I'd keep going to you just take them both, damn it.
So you wouldn't choose one, you'd let him take them both?
I would have to because I can't choose. I can't.
Really?
Yeah, I can't choose.
I would have to say one. It's like even though as fucked up as it is, and I know I can at least save one of my kids' lives, I would at least have to save
But
one.
see, okay, so you don't have that issue because all you have is JoJo. But what if you had JoJo and Joella and they're both identical, like just 2 years apart? Which one would you save? You gonna say JoJo because she's living?
Well, no, because the way I would base it on is who was the oldest and who was the youngest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if JoJo was like in her 30s and then Joella was 22, like I would base it on,
Okay, what if they're only a year or two apart?
I would still go with the youngest. I feel like that's the fair way to do it.
Okay, well, what if the youngest is in worse health than the older one?
Well, I mean, if the youngest one is in worse health, then I'd go with the older one.
So, bitch, you're saying you just gonna take out the weakest link? Is that
Pretty much. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
right?
I wouldn't
I
let both
could.
my kids get
So
shot.
you
I'd have to
say
save
that
one of
because
them.
you don't have two kids. If you had two kids, you wouldn't be able to say that.
I would because I've
I
I've
don't think you
I've
could.
lost family members, and I know it's not
All
like
right,
having a kid, but
hold on. So let me take that question and turn it around and say it's your
I'm my
mom
mom and
and
my
dad.
daddy. I'd
Your
save
mom
my
and dad.
mama.
You'd save your mama
I'd save my mama, and I'd let them take my daddy.
or daddy.
And I was a daddy's girl growing up. I was a daddy's girl growing up, but then me and mama bonded. So, and she was in my life a lot longer because daddy died at such a young age. But yeah, I would choose mama over daddy.
How about that? She
Mhm.
said all that shit without hesitation too, y'all.
I love my mama now. My mama was my best friend. Telling you.
Okay, ready?
Oh yeah, it's your turn. Sorry.
Okay, you make $500,000 a year, and your family lives well, and they depend on that money. You go out to a restaurant and you see a man treating an elderly person very rude for no reason, and you get ready to say something, but you realize the rude person is the owner of the company you work for. Do you speak up and risk losing your job, or you just turn the other direction and walk away?
Read that last part again. What am I seeing now? Gracie's
Okay.
scratching on his chair and it's like distracting me.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. That's okay. You make $500,000 a year and your family lives very well, and you definitely depend on that money. You go out to a restaurant and you see a man treating an elderly person very rude for no reason. You get
Okay.
ready to say something, but you realize the rude person is the
So
owner of the company you work for. Do you speak up and risk losing your job, or just turn the other direction and walk away?
turn the other direction and walk away. I would
Mm-hmm.
hate to do that, but
Mm-hmm.
I need my job. I got a
Mm-hmm.
family to support. Even though I know it's wrong what he's doing,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
See, I'm the
I
same
wouldn't be
way
able to.
because I go back to that my family first. You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly. Yes.
I'm
I was
not
just
going to
about to say, what
risk
would you
my
do?
yeah, I'm not going to risk my family's well-being and their future, your child's college and all that stuff because, of an elderly. I know it's wrong. I know morally that's probably the wrong thing
Yeah.
to do, but I have to
But
admit that's what I
family
would do
comes
too.
first.
Yeah.
Um, Gracie. Mama, stop scratching on the chair. All right, third one. You and your best friend, which is you and Shelly. All right, you and Shelly are kidnapped and left stranded on an island. On the island is a note left by the kidnapper with instructions on how to make it off the island alive and save your family. You must kill your best friend. What do you do?
She's dead.
Same.
She's dead. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you, I can't. Family first, my family
Yeah.
first. Especially if you're talking like her and I mean Ronnie and all the kids
Yeah.
and
Everybody in
Ruger
your family. Yeah.
and grandbabies and stuff. Yeah, but the good news is that she is the mother of my stepson, so
Right.
she would want me to go. She'd want to go and want me to take her to save him as well.
Uh
So
huh. Because it
yeah,
will wipe your whole family out.
yeah. So I got one for you since you used
Okay.
Shelly. I got one for you. Tammy has invited you to a cookout and you agree to do it. Then I ask you to do a huge favor for me and you agree to do that as well. And I really need you.
Mm-hmm.
You find out that it's on the same day as Tammy's cookout. Do you stick to your original plan and go with Tammy because you're already committed? Or do you break plans with her and do the huge favor I need you to do?
I would try and do both because
Can't. You can't.
you didn't say
Mine's
you didn't say I
Mine's gonna take
couldn't.
all day. Now you know that's an either or. It's
You didn't say I couldn't. So
you can't do that. It's
I would explain to Tammy I can come for a little bit. I'm sorry about the cookout, but Bridget needs me to help her with something and it's really, really important. So
you
I'm gonna
cheated
have
on
to
that
dip
one.
out and go help her.
No,
You
because either
didn't
one of
word
them's
it
an all day
right.
thing.
You didn't say you can't say that once I start giving my answer.
That's
Oh
cheating.
look.
That's
That,
cheating.
you can't ad lib. You can't ad lib once I start answering.
I can.
No, you wrote out your
I live
scenario.
2 hours away. By the time you drive here, do my favor that's gonna take 4 hours, and then drive back 2 hours. You done wasted 8 hours a day, and her cookout's middle of the day.
But she would understand though because it's an emergency and you really needed me. She wouldn't get mad.
Well, how do
So
you know? I,
either
I,
way.
I really need you, but it wasn't an emergency.
Well, you really needed me, she would understand.
Okay,
Because
you're a
there's times where
swindler.
we have to cancel on each other sometimes because something's come up. So me and her are the type to like, if we have to cancel plans, it's okay. We ain't gonna be
That's
salty
what I
and
meant. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
yeah,
meant to say.
exactly. So yeah, what would you do?
I would honestly, I'd say whichever one's the most important. So if you just got a cookout and you're just being casual and we're just hanging out, and then you call me up and say, "Bridge, my car's broke down." And Jason can't come get me. I really need you. I'd be the same. I'd be
Yeah,
like, Shelly, her car's broke down. I love you, and I'm sorry I can't. And da da. I'll make it up to you, and I would come. In that answer, it would be whichever. Now, if it was a like a wedding shower and that was very very important and you just needed me to come down there to help you sort through some of your TikTok shop stuff, there again I
yeah,
would go with the more important thing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Hmm.
I'll give you 4 hours away and you stand on the side of the road and nobody around call me. It'll take me a while to get to you, but I'll be there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, number four. A man is robbing a bank and he takes you as hostage. He has placed a bomb inside your house where Ruger is sleeping ever so peacefully, waiting on his mommy to return home. One click of a button, Ruger is shredded into pieces along with your house. You can stop this from happening by shooting all 30 people in the bank. But out of the 30 people in the bank, you realize your husband is in there. What do you do? She don't like me on this episode, y'all. I got her with some tough ones. Y'all notice Ruru's that sensitive spot right there. I know how to tap into that shit with her. She be pulling all kind of shit on me, giving me hard ones. And I got her this time. Yeah.
Oh.
You lose your dog who blows up and goes, "Arr, arr, arr." Puppy pieces all over the place with the
I know.
house.
I'm gonna have to save Ruru. To hell with them 30 people in the hubby.
What?
I gotta save
You
my
would
dog.
shoot? Mr. Ronnie and the other people in there just to save Ruger from blowing up. Well,
I'd look
Mr.
at him and
Ronnie's
say,
probably got
I'm not,
about 30 more years left, and
he knows it. Ronnie knows it. Ronnie knows if it comes to him and Ruger, he's a goner.
well, I'd be blowing up my house. I'd hate to do it, but I'd be blowing up my house. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I'd be so sad because
So wait,
Gracie.
hold on. What if you just found Jason was cheating on you?
Mm, I plead the fifth on that because that ain't a scenario. But get me next time on that one. Get me next time.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right. Here's my last one. Okay.
Okay.
I give you $1 million and you ask me where it came from, and I told you I won it. You can't find anywhere online where I've won an insane amount of money, so you just don't understand. Then all of a sudden you hear that an elderly woman down the street from you that's a longtime family friend
God, you robbed that bitch.
broke it into and millions of dollars in cash and jewelry stolen. It comes
Oh
to pass that the
Lord.
one you put two and two together and you realize that I had came to see you that day. Okay? And I acted real funny. Do you turn me in and betray me, or do you betray the longtime family friend and keep your mouth shut
I
because
keep
you
my
got something
mouth
out?
shut, but I say, Bridget, what the fuck are you doing? Give this woman back her money. I couldn't rat you out. You're my
Okay.
bestie. I couldn't rat you out. If you were just somebody I knew, then fuck yeah, I'd tell on you. But I can't turn my bestie in, whether I benefited from it or not.
Okay.
I
Well,
just be
what if
like,
it
you
was
should be
what if
ashamed of yourself.
it was your sister or your family member?
Mm. I'm pleading the fifth on that because that's not part of the question. I am learning to answer so good now. What
No,
would
you're
you
not.
do?
Uh, I don't care how close the person was to me. If you done something like that, and I knew you could go to jail for the rest of your life, but I mean, there again, they've lost their entire life savings. I'd have to look at you and I'd say, listen, you gave me this million and I'll split the million with you, but return everything else. We'll sneak it back and you can return everything else and we'll keep the million, okay? Because
Yeah,
if they are millionaires and they got millions, they can afford to lose just one. So you get
exactly. It'd be
something
a
out of
tax
it.
write off. It'd
You
be a
get
tax
something out
write
of
off.
it, but I'd be convincing you to take most of it back. Like if, let's say you
Right.
sold $10 million, I'd tell you take nine back. They'd still have their life
Yeah,
savings.
exactly. Like, don't take all our money. Okay, my final question.
If this is another one about losing Ruger, I swear to God.
It's Christmas Eve,
Oh, fuck.
and Santa's coming down your chimney tonight with gifts. But apparently, you have made the naughty list, and Santa has something special planned for you. In his bags are three presents. One is a gun, the second one is a knife, and the third one is a taser. In front of you is Ruger, Mr. Ronnie, and Wesley. You must give each one of them a present. Who gets what?
I really do hate you.
Girl, well, I tell you, I was so proud of myself. I
Okay,
sat
I got
there
to give
and
each
really
one of
thought
them the
about this.
present.
You
Wesley likes guns, so
wait,
I would give
wait,
him a
no,
gun.
no. You got to use the present on
You
them.
got you ad libbing now.
That
You
I'm
didn't
not
say
ad
that
libbing.
originally. You
I'm
said
not
give him
ad
a
libbing.
present.
That's what it is.
No,
That's
say
what
I've
that
learned how to
means.
answer these, so I'm gonna learn how to answer them. I would give Wesley
Uh,
the gun.
so you
I
would
would
shoot Wesley.
no, you can't do that because that's
That's
what you
what
said
this
originally.
is. That's what this is. You have to use the present on them.
You didn't say that.
You know what I meant. You just don't want to
See,
answer,
that's
but
what
you
I can say
gotta
to you. I
answer it.
can say that to you.
But that was what mine was, though. You know that's what it was. Why am I gonna come up with a scenario of you got to give each one of them a present? No, no,
That's exactly what you read. You said give each one
no,
a
no.
present.
You have got to
But
use.
see,
You
when I
must
used the
use.
scenario, you knew what I meant, but you still got
You
around it.
must use a present on each family member. That's what I read.
Mhm. I
See,
would use one on
I
each.
can't change it. Look. You
I would.
must use a present on each
I'm
family
gonna go ahead and
member.
be the bigger person and answer the question. So go ahead and
But
so you
that's
got
what I
to.
read though. I said who gets what. You must use a present on each person,
You
each
said
family
give at
member.
first. So okay. So go ahead. So you got a gun, a taser, and a
Um,
knife.
You got a gun, a knife, and a taser.
Okay, I would use the gun and shoot Ruru in the hind leg. Okay, he's not
Yeah,
dead.
because it don't matter where you exactly.
I would shoot him in the hind leg. I would take the knife and cut a little small little cut on Wesley, and I would use the taser and tase Ronnie's big toe. Now I got around that, didn't I?
No, it didn't say you had to kill them. It
Oh,
it literally was who gets what and how are you gonna do it. It
I'd be
didn't say nothing
afraid.
about you got to murder them.
I'd be afraid or I might tell Mister Ronnie turn around and I shoot him in the ass.
For me, I would take Jason in the balls. I would take, I would take, I would take the gun and blow a piece of Gracie's fur off because it's so long. And then I would take the knife and cut off one of JoJo's fingernails, like the tip of it, give her a nail trim. Yes, yes.
See, there are ways around these questions. We have to come
There
up with.
are. That's
We,
why I didn't put because when I was doing, I was like, whatever. I'll be in who you gonna kill, who you gonna kill. So I wanted to leave that out to see how you would, you know what I mean, how you would use it. Because I'm like, if she thinks she ain't got to murder nobody, because we've done that before.
yeah, I'd probably shoot Ronnie in the ass because if I hit Ruru in the hind leg, I might hit an artery. So I'd tell Ronnie turn around, bend over, and I'd shoot him right in the ass. And then I would use the knife and do a little tip on. Now I'd probably use the taser on Wesley's big toe and the knife on Ruger. I'd just cut one of his nails or something.
Yeah, just cut one of it, file that shit down, or just cut it, give him a nail trim. Yeah, that was fun. We hope y'all enjoyed that. I love when we do these things because we both get like testy and shit. We're like, no, no, no,
Is your
no.
oven beeping?
Uh huh.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Go get your meatloaf, girl. It's gonna burn.
No, I'm waiting for us to end our podcast, and I'm gonna go check it.
Okay, all right. Anyhow, y'all, glad you joined us for this episode. We really, really enjoyed it. Y'all make sure you put in the comments what you think about these type episodes and let us know if you want some more. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell here on YouTube on the notification bell, and look for us on any of your favorite podcast channels. If we're not available, hit us at bridgetandholly@gmail.com and we'll get us on there. Until next time, y'all. Bye.
Bye.